RoboCop meets The Matrix meets Iron Man 3. Hey everybody, Dragon Movie Guy here with another instant movie review, and this is my review for Vin Diesel's latest movie, Bloodshot, also starring Pearce, Eiza Gonzalez, and Talulah. Before we get started, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video, and be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of Bloodshot. And also, I want to know what your favorite Vin Diesel franchise is. Are we talking Fast and the Furious? Are we talking Riddick? Or are we even possibly talking Triple X? Tell me down below which is your favorite Vin Diesel franchise. And also, do you think Bloodshot is a strong enough character to make, by my count, franchise number 4 that Vin Diesel will be starring in simultaneously? This is a film, Bloodshot, that is an hour and 49 minutes long. It is a comic book movie, but oddly, it's not by DC Comics or Marvel Comics. It's by Valiant Comics, who, if you're like me, you've probably never heard of them before. This is a traditional 3-act structure. It is a sci-fi film set in the near future, and it is about a special forces soldier who gets killed in battle, and through the miracle of modern science, is brought back to life by Pearce's character, Dr. Harting. Eiza Gonzalez plays a character named KT, and she's basically the eyes and ears of the audience, and she's also sort of the moral compass of the film that kind of questions things as the film goes along. Bloodshot as a character has many, many different abilities, and you learn about the abilities as the film goes along. This is a film that goes over a lot of action movie sci-fi tropes and is fully aware of what those tropes are. And what's funny about it is they actually sort of play with those tropes as we go along. This is a film by a first-time director, heavy into CGI, and with a relatively low seeming budget, and yet all three of those things do not take away from this movie. This is actually a really fun action movie, sci-fi movie that takes you on a ride. And if you're like me and you didn't know much about the Bloodshot character before the movie started, you really don't need to know that much going into the film. They do a good job of explaining the character, explaining where they're going with the story as the movie goes along, and you don't really need to know much about the character before the film starts. This is a film that's actually a lot of fun. It's only an hour and 49 minutes long, which is a perfect length for a film of that type. It's also a film that doesn't try too hard. It's not a perfect film by any stretch. There are some editing issues, some pacing issues, but overall, this is a movie that knows what it is, knows what it's trying to do, and I think this is a film that could actually launch a franchise. There's a couple of supporting characters in this film that are actually pretty well thought out for just being random supporting characters in a sci-fi film. And Vin Diesel actually does a pretty good acting job in this film, beyond just playing Vin Diesel. Eiza Gonzalez does a really good job as KT. She also has some abilities that we find out about as the film goes along. And I don't want to spoil anything, but this is a film that also kind of goes along with a lot of what you might expect a film like this involves. I do recommend this film. I do recommend that you see it in theaters. I saw it in IMAX. I don't think this is a film that you necessarily need to watch in IMAX to get the most out of the visuals. So maybe skip the IMAX, save the extra $4 or $5, and just watch it. Watch it as a matinee, watch it primetime, regular price is fine. But the visuals in this film are actually a lot better than even some of the MCU movies. Like, the fights and the CGI in this film are actually better than the CGI that was in Black Panther. Now, obviously, this is a film that comes out 2 years after Black Panther, so obviously technology comes along, but the artistry behind the CGI is really what makes the fight sequences look better. Also, another Marvel tie-in, there is a fight sequence in this movie in an elevator that rivals the fight sequence from Captain America: Winter Soldier. This is also a film that has Guy Pearce playing a guy who rebuilds soldiers using fancy technology with glowing red chests, just like Iron Man 3. Thankfully, his character in this movie is better than Iron Man 3, so we can actually see what super soldiers being rebuilt by modern technology in a relatively realistic, well, semi-realistic scenario might look like. This is absolutely worth your time. I do recommend going to see this film, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to comment down below. Let me know, did you like this film and your favorite Vin Diesel franchise, and do you think this film can support a franchise? I will also try to respond to every single comment that you guys make, good, bad, indifferent, whatever. I will try to respond to every comment. I'm trying to get this channel going, and really, this channel is me trying to communicate with you guys, and I want you guys to communicate back with me and let me know what you think about these movies that I'm talking about. There's nothing quite like talking about movies with friends, family, but also complete strangers. Let me know what you guys thought of Bloodshot, and do you want to see more Bloodshot type movies? Almost made it. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. See ya.